Hey guys, welcome to another day on the shop. Today we're working on the Ford Focus again. It's right outside that door. So yeah, let's get to it. Oh, all right, well, let's get in here and I'll tell you what's going on with it. Let's crank it up. But first, how do you like these YOLO seat covers? They're pretty snazzy. They're nice and thick. All right, listen up. You might can hear it. There's a horrible vibration. So, I have went back and looked at the clutch and flywheel and all that to see if that was the issue. It's not. I'm contemplating on an axle. I don't think it's an axle. So I bought some motor mounts. So today we're changing motor mounts and doing an oil change. We're gonna put a couple things on I got from the junkyard. The last time I went to the junkyard because I was missing this fabric kind of tire liner or wheel well liner on this side. As you see, there's none in here. I actually need to wash in there before I do it, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to wing it and throw it in here. So yeah. All right, well, motor mounts, that's what we're here for. So I ordered these off Amazon after looking up stuff on Rock Auto. Rock Auto is normally my main source for things to look up what I need, and then I go to Amazon because of the shipping and because shipping is free and the return policy in case they send me the wrong thing. So here are motor mounts. All right, they don't look the most fancy, but I'm not going to keep this car much longer. It's not going to be another 200,000 mile car, even though it's only got like 110,000. I'm already having to change this stuff. One day I'll do a video on how many things I've had to change on a car with 110,000 miles. How bad it has gotten towards a $4,000 car that's probably in my pocketbook worth more than $7,000 now, because I just keep having to drop money into it. My other cars I make money off of. This car I'm losing every day, minus the fact of it does make good gas mileage. So got all these motor mounts. This is the driver's side. This is the whatchamacallit, that's the transmission, and this is the driver's side. So let's pop the hood, and we can do the top two first, and then we can do the lower one last. And yeah, so let's get in here and look at this. All right, well, with this kit, this is your passenger side motor mount. It squeezes in this little bracket right here, and it sits on top of it. That's all it really does. But in the process of that, I've got to remove the coolant reservoir. I've got to pop this off the engine. That might be my reasoning why. Huh. Look at that. That might be the reason why it's bucking. Huh. Well, I guess I'm going to extract the bolt now. And then I'll find the same threads and just put a bolt in there versus this. I just got to find one. Or I'll go buy one. That should be standard thread, maybe. But that's one part of it, I'm going to guess. Yeah. So we're going to pop this one off now that that one's busted. And we're going to have to pop the two bolts off the bottom here and pull this whole mechanism out. We got to get the jack, put it up under the engine, hold it up, and do that. The other one is up under the battery box right here. It's not difficult. You pop the air box off, pop this cover off, undo the power and ground to the battery, pop the battery out, two 10mm bolts on the the battery box, and then I think it's 15mm under that. So I'm gonna get to taking this one apart and finding a bolt to match that and seeing if extract that one once I get all this stuff out. Well, this thing is old and crusty looking. I mean, even the center, it looks like all the grease and everything came out of it. Gotta pop this loose. These are little metal tabs. This other one, I guess I bend this tab over once I get it in. So that's what I'm guessing. But yeah, I had to pull out this other stud because it was crooked in there. This other one, I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna get it out. Yeah, it looks pretty bad. So, but we're gonna figure it out because I already found a bolt. So let's get this off and replace it with the other one. Forgot to tell you, these are 18 millimeter. These are 15, which hold the base end down here. These go to the engine, and then the studs are a E10. So if you don't have that, hopefully you can get it out, because yeah, this wasn't fun. And I'm just gonna spray some penetrating oil on here, and then I'm gonna have to drill it out and see if I can work my way through getting it out with a pair of pliers and go from there. So that's what I'm gonna end up doing now. And of course, while I'm in here, looking at the belt and everything, it looks good. We replaced the water pump not too long ago. There's a video on that if you need a water pump replacement. But we're gonna come over here, my dirty shop. We're gonna break this loose real quick and get the other one and go ahead and mount it. Simple, in, and yeah, all I used was a hammer, so it wasn't too bad. So now I'm gonna try and pop that stud out real quick, and hopefully it won't give me an issue, so I can get this done real quick. I'm also gonna clean up that frame rail because I just don't like dirty stuff. And as always, using some super clean to take care of this, because it dissolves grease. Alright, so that's out now. Had to use the torch. That was the only method that would work, and brute force. So now we got this coming back in here, and oh, this raises this up a lot. Let's see. I'll get this in the engine first, and then move the engine towards the other spot. I'm going to put this one in front and the other one in the back. All right, well, that's all done. Let me move my super clean. All right, so now we gotta pop all this off. This is 7 mil, 8 mil, and then 10s all behind that. So we're gonna do that real quick, make it easy. All right, just like the other one, this one has a cover over it though, so you got to take this off. These are 15 mils right here, all 4 of them, and then I think that's an 18 or 19. So I'm gonna, I can pop them all off because I got the transmission held up with the jack right there. So I'm just gonna pop everything off, change it out, put the other one in, and we're good. All right, so the difference I see is this little cap right here, this weight needs to go on the top of here. It's already got the screw holes for it. Just gotta pop these off. These look like 8s. More than likely they are. Yep, they're 8mm. So we'll pop them off and move them over to the other one, and then we'll put everything back together. Transmission back, or side transmission mount will be done. The torque mount on the back has to be done after this, which will jack the car up, put jack stands up under it, roll up under there, pop it out, pop the new one in. We're done. All right, done with the second one. Time to go below and get the third one. Shouldn't be too bad, shouldn't be too hard, but we're gonna get down there and do that real quick. All right, well, it's cockeyed, as you see. Got a jack stand on this side and a little ramp on the other side. So, let's go up under here and see what all we need. All right, so it's this mount up under here. So we got this bolt and this bolt, it looks like. The problem's gonna be, well, that shouldn't be a problem, hopefully. We'll undo this bolt. We may have to take this bracket off as well. We'll undo these two and see if it comes out. If it doesn't, because we got to slide it forward, we might have to take this mount off real quick and go from there. So let's pop these two bolts. They both look like about 15s. Yeah, so 15 and 18 maybe again. We'll knock that out. Then after that, we got an oil change to do. So if we're under here, we'll go ahead and do that as well. So let's knock this last one out. All right, well, took this one off. It looks really good, but you know what? I'm already there, so I might as well put one that looks even better, brand new. I'm gonna run the bolt through here real quick so I don't have issues whenever I go to put it in, and then we're gonna knock it out and put it in. It won't take that long. Oh. All right, well, engine mounts, transmission mount, all that is done. Now, it's time for my oil change. So that won't take long. Since I'm already up in the air. Every time I do an oil change, I also like to pull the plugs, look at them just in case I need to replace them. Plus I clean them up a little bit, put them back, torque them back down, make sure they don't back out or anything else like that. Check all my lights, kind of a full service. It doesn't take that long. Check my tires, simple and easy stuff. So let's get this oil change done. All right, well, that's everything in the engine bay that I wanted to do. Now I got this one little spot over here where that goes in there. And the easiest way to do that is pop the wheel off, put it in, put the wheel back on. I'm not gonna show you that. It's pretty simple. It's too simple, but yeah. So if you had any issues with motor mounts or broken bolts or anything else, yeah, that's how you do it. Here's the old motor mounts. See, like the trans mount, or the torque mount, is missing a lot of rubber around the edges. The other one had full rubber all the way around. This doesn't look too bad. It's pretty much good. This one was the bad one, I think. It doesn't feel very good. This is fluid filled, and it feels like the fluid. Yeah, you can see that grease just squirting out now. So yeah, I think that was shot on top of that broken bolt. Didn't help. I'm gonna crank it real quick just to see if that fixed it, and I think it did. So we're gonna see if it vibrates the whole car again. Let's get in here. All right, key in. Let's see. Oh no, that's great. No vibrations, no rattling, no nothing. That's awesome. All right, so it was a broken bolt and a bad motor mount. So that's all. Anyway, come back to this in a minute. Still have a little kind of weird rough idle. I'm not sure if that's just dirty fuel or if that's sensors or what that is. It just has kind of hesitation and rough idle. Could be sensors. I don't really know. Everything else looks good. So, but anyway, got this video and more videos about the Focus because this thing just likes to stay in my shop. So if you want to see any of those videos at the end screen, click on that. If any of this helped you, or you want to stay tuned for more projects like this, or like the 240 over there, or anything else that I do as a fabrication, or playing around with metal, cars, whatever, subscribe. But I'll say thank you again, and until next time.